Unfortunately, not necessarily so. And it boils down primarily to economics. And if you're in a poorer country, developing country, there's a lot of pressure to make sure the bottom line is a healthy one. And an easy way to cut expenses in places that don't adhere to regulations so much, as in a lot of other countries, especially in the developing world, then wages and conditions are an easy way to cut costs. And so you get workers being exploited. The other reason, especially in South Asia, is cultural, because traditionally in Hindu society there's a caste system. Although it's no longer recognised and supported by governments, it's still firmly entrenched, unfortunately, which means that people are basically born into a station in life. If you're a high caste person, you do certain things. If you're a low caste person, then you get basically the crap jobs, and you get exploited. So that's a long-term change to change that. So if a company like World Expeditions is operating from outside, from a country like Australia, where by and large people follow regulations and have higher standards, then you can go to another country, and the responsible thing to do, of course, is to impose those better standards. May I say there's also an economic driver in that as well, because for World Expeditions, for instance, when World Expeditions customers go, say, trekking in Nepal, and they see a porter being mistreated, then of course it reflects badly on World Expeditions. So there is actually an economic imperative, although of course the higher one is a moral one, that those workers be treated well. And this has been borne out. When I first started going to Nepal back in the late 70s, porter conditions were really bad. And it was because the local operators were just allowed to do what they always did. And so they treated their porters in particular, who tended to be from lower castes and from less fortunate backgrounds, really badly. And over time, that has changed. And the change has been driven by responsible outside operators like World Expeditions.